Hey, welcome back to the beer room. It's Thursday night again, so it's the beer and NRL review. Once again, the Electric Eels are playing on a Thursday night up against their arch enemy, the Penny Pamffers. So, the beer we'll be trying today is from the Little Bangs Brewery. It's in Stepney, South Australia. Beautiful artwork on this can. Take some photos of that and put them up. So it's called Breakfast at Stepney. So to take for breakfast at Sweethearts. It's got that, what's her name? Can't remember her name, but everyone knows who she is. The little black dress. It's a coffee oatmeal stout at 6%. So we'll read a bit about what they say on the can, just so you know what this beer is all about. Little Bang Brewing down in Stepney, South Australia. So they say Rio Coffee's right round the corner from our place, and they're darn nice people. After the 100th or so time we bought coffee from them, or they bought beers at our place, it just seemed like a no-brainer. A bunch of cold brewed coffee, carefully selected, chat was a fun day, gives this nice roasty breakfast stout a rich luxurious finish that just goes on and on and on and on and on. Living in Stepney certainly has its perks. Stepney sounds like a hoot. So, like I said, she's a coffee oatmeal stout. Let's crack her open. Top of the can, nice and black. So the artwork is by Matt Kavanagh. Great job, Matt. There she goes. Do this two-step pour, give it a bit of a put that there. So she's got a small, nice brownish coloured head on it. So you can smell those roasty malts. It's black, with a slight tinge of orange coming through when it's up in the light, which you probably can't see up there. But see, black, fair amount of carbonation. Breakfast of champions. So we'll have a quick taste. Yes. You can taste the bitterness from the coffee, a little bit chocolatey. It's like drinking a steak, as I say, when you have these stouts. So, difference between a stout and a porter. The porter, they actually, with the malt, with the barley, it's malted, so they leave it in water till just about germinates, take it out, then they do the rest, they boil, mash, whatever. With stouts, they don't do that, they don't do the germination bit, the malting part, it's just roasted barley, so the grain itself hasn't started to open up. Don't know what difference that makes. Sort of makes the stout, I think, a little bit more heavier, but anyway. That's the difference between a porter and a stout. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's probably more to it than that, but I ain't getting into all the scientifics because I'm not a professor of beerology. So, the Eels. The Electric Eels are still 0 from 3, still yet to win a game, and I reckon this is pretty much a must win. Not just for the comp, but for confidence. We can beat Penrith, that'll lift all the boys, and then they'll be able to charge on through the rest of the year. So with the Eels, we got Ryan Parramatta Madison. He's back after extending his off-season to stay on the piss instead of paying a fine. Murchie out, thank God, because he had a shocker last week. Also back on the reserve bench is Purple Haze Dunster. He's back after having a bad trip, so he's going to probably sit on the bench. I don't know if he'll get on the field because he's a reserve unless there's an injury between now and tomorrow night. Oh well, between the game. So Purple Haze going through my veins. He's back from injury, and also that's come in for Parramatta is Brendan. If you're happy, clap your hands. So he's there to give old Grandpa Hodgson a rest on his lazy boy, because he's pretty old Hodjo. He needs a bit of a rest every now and then. He needs to lay back and have a bit of a rest through the game, because his legs are. I could see last week his legs were getting tired. So hopefully Hansy can come in and give him a break, do a bit of running from dummy half, because we ain't seen Hodjo doing that. So for Penrith, we got Brian. I got a sore big toe. Will be hard to stop once again, and once he sees the Colonel across the road, he'll be running over everyone to get to that drive-through and get a two-piece feed, please. Also, we got Jerome Luai. Oh boy, that's the way my lips grow. He'll be pissing in everyone's pockets once again. And look out for him on Pornhub. You might just get a flash of the Luai. So that's the teams. There's a lot of ins and outs. We'll just quickly get to them. I can't see it, but there's a lot. My phone's been stupid, so we're wasting time here looking. Here we go, head to head. Where's the team list? Team list ins, Hansy Cronje, Clappy, and you know it, clap your hands. Hayes Purple Dunster, Offa Hickey Ogden, and Tony Mataile are in for Parramatta. For Penrith, ins are Jack Cogger, Scott I got a sore, Tommy Jenkins, Tyrone Peaches for me, millions of peaches, and Zach Hosking are in. Out for them's Lindsay Smith. So that's the teams. I'm going Parra by 10. Get your money on that. And this beer, we'll give it a rating. Look, it's a nice stout. It's got a good amount of bitterness. It's got a nice amount of coffee to it. So I'll give it a rating out of 5. I'm going to give it 2.5 out of 5. It's average. It's a good beer. I don't know if it's a send it. It's a nice enough stout. Like, they all sort of taste pretty much similar. So 2.5 out of 5 for this. Get down your bottle shop, get your hands on some of the Little Bangs, even if you don't like their beer, just for their artwork. So that's the beer review and the NRL review. Stay tuned for another beer review over the weekend. And remember, as always, send it! Cheers. Go Parra!